Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas present.
I am the tips of...
Look out, there's a black woman coming! Ah!
God bless us, everyone.
Situation with Expedition 33. Are you ready for this? Prepare your butts. Buckle yourself in because you're about to fly backwards out of your seat in disbelief. Okay, you ready? My problem with the Expedition 33 streams is not support at all. My problem is that we don't have enough people watching. Yes, I'm serious. So basically for Expedition 33 now, we have people coming by and saying, yes, I want that. I like the game. Thanks for playing it and supporting the stream financially. They're doing super chats. They're doing memberships. They're doing tips at the like. The problem is I just can't get enough people to show up. We only had around 150 people on YouTube, and I think I want to say we had around 80 on Kick. I was disappointed, you know, when we brought back Expedition 33 in early December, we had around 300 on YouTube or more, and we had even more than that on Kick, and now that has dwindled. Pretty loud. Let's go to the next song. That was pretty loud. Okay. So yeah, like my problem isn't that people aren't showing up and supporting the game because they want it to continue. My problem is we just don't have a lot of viewership for it, like at all. And it's disappointing because, again, game of the year, game that I absolutely loved earlier this year, game that I had to quit on because we just couldn't get enough people originally. And now it seems to be happening again, you know? So I guess we'll see how it happens, how it works. Moving forward, I am doing it again. I think I want to say Wednesday. I want to keep it in the rotation. I love the game. Like, I really want to keep going, but I need people to actually show up to the streams, or else what's the point of me streaming it? Right? Why am I streaming a game to a public audience if the public audience is saying we don't want to show up for that game? We'll show up for other stuff. I don't know. So, the way I see it, I'll talk about it for a couple of days. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can get more people to show up to the next stream. If we keep ending up with lower and lower numbers, I don't even know if I can keep going. It sucks. Like, I've done, 3 streams? And we're doing good. Like, every time we're making progress. There was only one thing we've run into so far we didn't beat. That was the dragon boss. I know when we go back to it, we'll beat it. But we're doing all the other content now. We're doing optional dungeons, super bosses, getting new pictos, getting, new weapons, upgrades, levels. This is great. We're doing all the stuff I couldn't do when I first played. But I need people to actually attend the stream. So I guess we'll see what happens later this week. Well, Max Power, you say that. He says, basically, play whatever you enjoy regardless of the viewers, because the viewers will watch later eventually. Not really. Claire Obscure, like, for example, Claire Obscure, I finished it in June, right? When we resumed the playthrough earlier this month, I went back. The final parts of the playthrough have like 300 views. No one went back and watched the end of the game. No one. Like, it was just, it's sad. I don't know. I feel like there's certain games that I just cannot retain an audience for, and these lengthy JRPGs are most definitely one of those games. And this makes me worry because, like, already people are saying, well, are you going to play Dragon Quest VII Remake in February with the new modern graphics? Will you go back and play Metaphor? I don't think so. How could I? People haven't really picked up Expedition 33 since we all agreed that we were going to do it. They're not showing up for it. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not going to give up on it. I love the game. I want to play it again. Like I said, this is not a complaint about financial contributions in any way. Things have been amazing. Like, I'm doing really well. It's just I need people to show up for the streams too. I'm not streaming for myself. So, let's see what happens when I play it again, which, again, I think it's Wednesday, I think I'm playing it again. Okay. More weird music. Okay. So what's on everyone's mind? We got about a half an hour to kill before we jump back into Mega Bonk tonight. What would you guys like to talk about? Well, that is true. Loves to spooge. What a great name. Says, I was watching earlier. It seemed like during the tougher fights, you couldn't talk to chat. You're right. If I'm fighting an epic mega boss and I need to learn the pattern of parries in order to win and I'm memorizing, I have to pay attention to the game like purely. You're right. At the same time, there were plenty of times when I was on the world map and I'm like, anyone got a recommendation of where to go, what I should do next? I was in a dungeon asking people. There was like 4 people talking. I'm not kidding. Like there were 4 people in both chats who were talking about the game. No one in Kick Chat was talking about Clear Obscure at all. They were completely ignoring it, as if it wasn't even on stream. The YouTube chat had a few engaged viewers who had played the game, and they were trying to talk and help. But again, it was rare. It was only a few. So again, I'm not really streaming for 4 people, you know? There is going to be year-end series, but I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place right now, and here's why. I'm going to start playing Tainted Grail tomorrow, and I'm going to do another stream of it later in the week. I really liked the intro of Tainted Grail a week ago, so I want to play more of it because, no lie, if it's as good as it seemed in the intro, I might actually consider it one of my favorite games of this year, but I don't know because I'm not far enough in yet. So how can I do my year-end series of my most disappointing game? Like it's the least viewed thing I've done in ages. It's down to the same attendance I had when I played the game earlier this year. So that's not cool. You know, when I play a game, I want people to actually be here for it, to hang out and engage with the content, talk about the game. And we didn't have that earlier. We had 4 people talking about the game out of the people I had on stream. That was it. So I'm hoping that we can get more people to show up to those streams to make them viable so I can keep playing the game because I love the game and I want to keep going with it, you know? But again, I keep saying, I feel like there is a huge disconnect and always has been with myself and my audience. I love RPGs, turn-based RPGs particularly. They don't, you know? And so in the last couple of months, people have been saying, hey, will you go back and play Metaphor now? Hey, will you play Final Fantasy VII Remake in February? I don't think I can. If I can't get people to show up for them, how can I play them, right? We'll have to see what happens. We are playing Expedition 33 more. We'll see if we can turn it around or not. I don't know. Maybe it was just an off day. I'm not sure. No, I haven't watched the ball drop on New Year's in 100 years. Do I prefer attendance or engagement? Honestly, I feel like if we have a fully engaged audience, then the attendance doesn't matter. If every person who's on my stream is having a good time and excited and talking and interacting, then it doesn't matter if we have 10, 100, 1,000, or whatever. You know what I mean? The reason that Expedition 33 bothered me is we only had 4 people talking about the game. That's a problem, you know? Yes, Mega Bonk soon. We're just chilling for a few more minutes before I begin tonight.